Ciao tutti. Hello everybody. Welcome to my kitchen today. But today I'm making some Anisette Biscotti or Anise Biscotti. I'm actually going to use anise seed, so there's no anisette or anise extract in this, but the seed gives it enough flavor, and they're just a very simple cookie. Really nice with your cappuccino or with a glass of wine. So they're literally 4 ingredients, okay? Now I already beat my eggs, so this recipe is that easy. It's 2 eggs, a third to a half a cup of sugar. It's up to you. I kind of sometimes do it. I did like a heavy third. I filled the third cup measure up and just kind of, so it was like probably between a third and a half. Beat this till it's frothy. So I did that already just now because I didn't want to do the whole, loud thing on here. But you can see it's nice and, thick and frothy. So my original Italian recipe says to beat it for 10 minutes. If you're doing it by hand, let me tell you, it's like 20 minutes. No, you just want to get it nice and completely, the sugar all melded into the egg. You want the eggs to be frothy. So now, so we're going to take this 2 eggs and a heavy third cup of sugar that is beaten to a froth. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's very bubbly and frothy. So now we're just going to very slowly put in 1 1/4 cups of flour. So this is 1. Now you can sift it, and they might come out a little lighter. So basically what I'm going to do is just go a little bit under a cup. And I'm just going to slowly stir this in because I don't want to mess up my nice frothy eggs. So I just want it to just mix. All right, so that's my 1 cup. And then I'm going to put another 1/4 cup in a second. This is one of the easiest. And you can take this same cookie if you want. And because this is kind of it's not like your typical biscotti that are hard. I mean, it does get dry and hard, but it's a little bit more, I don't know, eggy and airy. But you can mix anything you want in this little batter. And if you don't like the anise seeds, the anisette flavor, you could put a little bit of almond extract in it. All right, so we're gonna go, that's about a 1/4 cup. Maybe I think I measured out 1 1/4. That's okay, that looked like it was right. Let's see. And so while I'm doing this, now I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of the anise seeds and I'm gonna mix in. So that's about a teaspoon. I'm just gonna completely mix them into the batter. Again, very gently till it's all just incorporated. And you can see the seeds in the batter. So it's a nice thick, but still kind of airy, fluffy batter. That's it. Now watch. Today's gonna be so quick, you're gonna say, gosh, Dorina, what happened? Maybe we'll have to go outside and chat because this is such an easy recipe. So we're just gonna grease our pan. So you could do this on a cookie sheet, but this is kind of a looser batter. This is a different kind of biscotti than like the thicker ones you're used to that, Americans call biscotti, which I don't. But anyway, this is what the apron's for. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here. Gently push this into the corners because it's kind of a low, thing. It's not going to be a real tall, but there are times where they, depending on how much you beat it, if you don't beat it too much, it will fluff up a little higher. Okay. And I'm going to put this straight in the oven. When those come out of the oven, which I'm hoping we will still be here when they come out because we're going to chat for a few. But then I'm going to take them and slice them and put them on here. And we are going to then rebake them, which is what biscotto means twice cooked. So we cook them, not too long, just enough until they're cooked. Then we take them out, we're gonna slice them. So I'm gonna say, what do we cook them for? Well, 15, maybe 15 minutes like this. 15, maybe 20. Cook them on about 375. So there's your answer to whoever's gonna ask the question. It can be 15 to 20 minutes this part, but then, again, the first time you do it, judge your oven. And then we're gonna take them out, slice them, and we're gonna cook them 5 minutes on each. We're gonna 5 minutes, and then we're gonna take them out, turn them over in 5 minutes, and then you're done. And it is such a beautiful aroma. Okay, ooh, look at this. So they're just slightly golden on top. Boom, there we go. Look at one little dot in the middle. Must have been where I didn't spray it right. Okay, so now we are going to, what I recommend is that you either use a serrated knife, especially like a thin one. A heavy, thick bread knife might not work unless you have a really sharp knife. So I'm going to show you. Hold on. So I have my da terra cucina knife. This is a really sharp knife. And I also have my Opinel little serrated one. So let's try and see which one's going to go through. Oh, this one goes through nice. So if you have a good sharp knife, look at this. Oh yeah. Then a good sharp knife will work. You want to make sure, and you know, cut them to, I like them kind of thinner. These are nice, they're nice and spongy right now. And these are good too. If you just cut them and leave them like this, you have, you know how when you go to the store they have the anisette sponge cookies, like the Stella d'Oro? That's what you get right here if you don't rebake them. Or you have the ones that are the anisette toast, they call them. So this is your anisette sponge. And we're gonna put these on the tray here. Can you see that? Yeah. Ooh, they're hot. It's better to hold them from the edges than from the middle because and see how they actually fluffed up a little thick. They're a little thicker. They did fluff up a little bit than they would have. I mean, than it looked in the pan. I'll put that in there, and this one. When you eat something like this, if you close your eyes, there's things in this life that taste like Italy. This is one. Okay, I'll throw these in the oven. Okay, let's take these babies out, turn them over. The first wave is so hot. Okay, so we're just going to take these. Whoop, let me get my spatula because I don't want to rip them. And we're going to turn them over. Because basically they can get a little bit golden. These are just slightly golden. But I wanted to show you. So it's up to you how much you want to brown them. But you more than anything are drying them out. Better to loosen them than to try to peel them up. Okay, we're gonna put these back in, 5 more minutes. Okay, including the one I ate, we made 20 cookies. So, you know, there's maybe, what I put, a third of a cup of sugar in. So a third of a cup is not even as much coffee as you'd put in your coffee, and not as much sugar as you'd put in your cup of coffee. There's not even a teaspoon per cookie. And yet they taste sweet enough. And you've got eggs, which is protein. I've used organic flour. Now, this is one cookie I haven't tried with whole wheat yet, but I will, because I'm sure it'll be fine. If I do it with whole wheat, I'm gonna say I'll probably put maybe a half a teaspoon of baking powder in it, just because whole wheat flour is a little heavier. So just to assist the eggs, I might put a little, you know, leavening in it just to help it be a little fluffier. We'll try it one day and let you know. Either I'll do it with you guys. We'll test it out together. But I definitely want, I'm always trying to do as traditional as possible. And in Italy, as traditional as possible isn't really sugary sweet. I don't know if it's because it's just their palate. They like to have sweets and they like to have them regularly. So therefore, if they're not too sweet, they can have them regularly instead of, oh, it's a big triple chocolate cake slice that's the size of a, bowling ball. And it feels like that in your stomach when you're done. So they have things more often. They're smaller and they take their time and enjoy it. Like I said, and today's basically a snack, a treat, a coffee accompaniment, dessert. And I always say, making dinner, cooking dinner yourself from home brings them to the table, but dessert keeps them there just a little bit longer. So I like that because we sit down and everybody's just about done. I'm like, oh, wait, let's have some limoncello or let's have some amaro. And, oh, I've got some biscotti. Oh, look. Oh, okay. We'll sit down a few more minutes. So that always works for me. Well, let's check these babies, see if they're close enough for me to show you the finished product. I think these are perfect. So I'm going to pick one up. Woo. So they're slightly golden around the edges, okay, on both sides. So the edge has got, like the goldenness comes like from the outside and like works its way in. I could do these a little bit longer. Some of them are a little bit more golden than others, but they are awesome. I'm gonna put them on a rack right now to cool off. Woo, they're hot. Now, I do have my big racks, but these I keep right there because I use them all the time. Hot. Okay, look at these. These are beautiful, huh? So I'm very happy. I had my, let's turn the end one over. And I'll eat that one before anybody sees it. Oh darn. So this one here was the one that I cut off the end. Remember that one end was a little bit thick? So this one was a little bit thin at the edge. So see how it's like a little bit brown? These are the best. So they're good. See, they're nice and like toasty. But I like making them, some people do make them thicker. I like them thin because I don't want to break my teeth. But they're really good. So I hope you enjoyed today. It was a little different. I did a whole recipe. I got you to see the end, the beginning and the end. Have a wonderful day. Bring your family to the table. Check me out on Clubhouse. Send me your email address via a message under the chat here or a private message to Dorina's Kitchen or to Dorina, my Dorina whatever, paid, personal, something, I don't know. Send me a private message. If you want to be included or invited to Clubhouse, I have the ability to do that now because I have my own club. And so join the Dorina Club. That sounds so funny. Club Dorina. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. See you later.